Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Okay, so today we're tackling something, well, pretty fascinating, maybe a bit bizarre. We've got this collection of documents, a participant handbook, fighter rankings, some really intense legal disclaimers, all about this thing called SPOODBLORT.
Right. And our job really is to dig into this stuff and figure out what exactly this sanctioned violence entertainment platform actually is. Because what jumps out immediately is this weird mix of super strict bureaucracy and just total absolute chaos.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I mean, this level of violence, you'd expect it to be hidden away underground, but no, it's operating under the Department of Recreational Violence, the DRV.
Exactly, a government department.
Yeah.
Which means the violence isn't just allowed, it's regulated, structured. And get this, it's all been pre-approved by the Ethics Committee.
An Ethics Committee for Recreational Violence.
That's the hook, isn't it? They've put immense effort into making licensed mayhem seem official, ethical even, formalizing the impossible, basically.
Okay, let's try and unpack the structure first. This bureaucracy of chaos. So, SPOODBLORT, the handbook says, is a sanctioned platform. You observe, you engage with daily combat, all through a secure digital interface. Sounds almost like a very serious government-run fantasy league, maybe, except the fantasy is reality falling apart.
And it's not some vague thing. They've documented the approvals. We've got memos from July 2025, Reginald P. Lawther III, Esquire, Chief Legal Counsel. He signed off July 15th.
Right.
Then the very next day, July 16th, Margaret Safety First Henderson, Director of Personnel.
Hold on. Safety First. Margaret Safety First Henderson signing off on this, where the legal disclaimers warn you about molecular instability. That seems problematic.
A bit of a tell, isn't it? The naming convention versus the actual function. And the big boss is just called the commissioner.
The commissioner. Okay.
Just free arbiter of violence. And my personal favorite, keeper of the sacred statistics.
Sacred statistics. In a system supposedly built on chaos.
Right.
The data matters even when nothing makes sense.
Precisely. The bureaucracy needs its numbers.
Okay, so the official backing is strange enough. But those legal disclaimers, wow. I mean, the warnings they give participants is not just you might get hurt. The DRV says it assumes no responsibility for, let me read this, existential consequences, temporal displacement, or molecular instability.
Yeah. From prolonged exposure to sanctioned chaos. It confirms this isn't just, boxing. It's fiddling with the universe.
Fiddling with the universe, yeah.
And they even explain how outcomes happen. It's a proprietary methodology developed in collaboration with leading chaos theorists.
So they work with scientists, chaos theorists.
Apparently. The fights are designed to defy logic, physics, reason, intentionally. But the lawyers still had to write down the potential side effects, like temporal displacement, standard workplace hazard,
Applying boardroom rules to cosmic horror. Because even if you might, dissolve into mist or pop into next Tuesday, you still have to maintain appropriate decorum. Don't question the commissioner. And definitely report any anomalous fighter behavior.
Right. Be polite while reality unravels around you. Report anything weirder than usual, even though usual involves defying physics.
It's almost comforting in its absurdity.
And there's one firm rule amidst all the chaos: Sundays off, per Protocol 7 Alpha.
Protocol 7 Alpha. Even entropy gets a weekend, apparently.
Seems so.
But, okay, that raises a question for me. We see this constant critical weather advisory. If you're already risking, existential consequences, why bother with a weather warning? Isn't that like worrying about rain during a supernova?
That's a good point. I think it suggests maybe two types of chaos. There's the planned chaos, the fights, the proprietary methodology, that's the product. But then there's the ambient chaos, the environment itself, the weather.
Ah, okay, so the department manages both.
Right, and they report on it. The Saturday main event advisory is, well, listen to this. Spatial barometers are sticky, time smells like metal, and the ring canvas is developing opinions.
The canvas has opinions. Okay. Sticky barometers. Time smelling like metal. So the bureaucracy isn't just causing chaos. It's meticulously documenting the qualitative feel of reality breaking down, taking the disintegration very, very seriously.
You got it. That's the job.
Okay, so if the rules are that bent, what about the people or things actually fighting, the fighter rankings? This is where the absurdity really gets concentrated, right? It feels like they pull fighters from everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. Look at the top-ranked fighter, Pork Chop Paradise.
Pork Chop Paradise.
16 wins, 2 losses. Team, the Meat Sweats. So right away, the number one spot isn't a person, it's a concept related to eating pork chops. Edible absurdity, like you said.
But then, just below that, you have names we actually recognize. Stone Cold Steve Austin is number 3.
Yep. The Rock Johnson, number 4.
Keanu Reeves is in there somewhere. Betty White. Shrek.
Mm-hmm. And Ringo Starr. Poor Ringo. 5 wins, 17 losses. Rough record.
Ouch. But it's that mix, isn't it? The totally ridiculous next to, well, cultural icons. It gives it a weird weight.
Exactly. And the fact that some are listed as dead, that's significant. Gordon Ramsay is listed as dead. Also a fighter called Are You Afraid of the Shark? Also dead.
So the consequences are lethal, whether you're a celebrity chef or a question.
It seems the platform doesn't discriminate. The violence is real within its own insane context.
Okay, let's talk about the teams. Because this feels like where they're really trying to categorize the chaos, maybe, reflecting modern life.
Definitely seems that way. You see these archetypes emerging, like Corporate Life is huge. Team names like the Corporate Overlords.
Right, featuring fighters like Regional Manager Dave, the efficiency expert.
And another team, Corporate and Office Mayhem, with HR Hive Mind Helen.
HR Hive Mind Helen. Okay, so the everyday nightmare of office life is considered fighting material.
It suggests the system views the kind of, soul-crushing bureaucracy as basically interchangeable with cosmic horror. It's the mundane dread that grounds you before the canvas develops opinions.
That makes a weird kind of sense. Then you have teams playing on, like, psychology, nostalgia, there's the Midnight Society, but also the Existential Crisis Club.
Ah, yes, the Existential Crisis Club. And one of their members, what even is this, is listed as dead.
Tragically appropriate, I suppose.
And the Forgotten Passwords team fits in there too, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. That hits close to home.
It's that specific modern frustration, being locked out of your digital life.
Yeah.
SPOODBLORT takes that feeling and turns it into a literal combatant. Abstract fears made flesh, or whatever fighters are made of here.
And then there's the consumer stuff, food. We already mentioned the meat sweats. There's Pasta La Vista.
And a slightly dated but very specific reference, the Tide Pods.
The Tide Pods, wow. Okay. Capturing that moment in internet history.
And in the Free Agents. Just individuals. These names are something else. Moths with a knife.
Simple. Terrifying.
Doga the Destroyer.
Slightly less terrifying, maybe.
And then you get the truly conceptual ones, the Terms of Service.
No.
And the Ultimate Betrayal. Clippy. Remember Clippy?
Of course. The paperclip.
Here, he's listed as Clippy. It looks like you're dying.
Oh, that's dark. That's really dark.
It really captures everything, doesn't it? Mundane fears, insects, abstract threats, corporate legalese, technology turning on you. All fodder for the SPOODBLORT arena.
Right, so amidst all this existential dread and weirdness, there's an economy, a very serious one apparently. The currency is violence credits, and they want you playing. New recruits get 1,000 credits just for logging in with Discord, a sign-up bonus to start betting on chaos.
And people are playing and winning. Big time. The leaderboard shows the top player, username Puggy, holds over 66 trillion violence credits.
66 trillion with a T.
Trillion. Since July 2025. So in, maybe a year or so of operation, they've created trillionaires from a system that's supposed to be unpredictable, defying logic.
The rewards must be huge then.
Well, the Saturday main event for the top 16 players from the week pays out 4x winnings.
Okay, big payout.
But it's more than just credits. The champion gets a legacy infusion, plus one random stat boost.
A legacy infusion. So winning actually makes your account, your profile, stronger, like verifiably better at the game.
Seems so. Your performance capacity is literally upgraded through gambling success, signed off by the bureaucracy.
But it's not just betting on the chaos, right? You can interact more directly.
Oh, yeah. There's the Chaos Marketplace.
What's that?
The handbook says logged-in users can purchase items to manipulate the fabric of reality itself.
Okay, so you can buy reality warps to help your bets, or just for fun.
Unclear on the exact mechanics, but yes, you can buy interference, you can buy chaos. But naturally, manipulating reality isn't free. There are fees, mandatory ones.
Of course. Government operation, there's always a tax.
Pretty much. It's called the weekly patron tithe.
A tithe. Nice wording. How much?
7.5% of your entire account balance, deducted every Monday.
Yeah.
And clearly stated, non-refundable.
7.5% per week. That's aggressive. Where does it go?
They actually break it down. It's quite revealing about the DRV's priorities. The biggest slice, 3.5%, goes to the Little Spoodies Endowment for the Arts.
Little Spoodies Endowment for the Arts, funded by taxing chaos bets.
Okay.
Then 1.5% for youth enrichment and after naps.
After naps.
Crucial 1.0% for executive wellness and recovery. Gotta take care of the bosses managing all this temporal displacement.
Natural.
Another 1.0% for the administrative handling fee, just pure bureaucracy tax, and the last, pure 0.5% for community outreach.
Okay, let's just process that. They're running a platform based on weaponized chaos theory, warning users about molecular instability, and using a weekly wealth tax on the winnings to fund children's art programs, executive spa days, and presumably nap time.
That's what the data shows. It confirms that for this particular government branch, recreational violence is the most reliable, sustainable source of public funding.
It's the perfect loop, isn't it? The crazier the action, the higher the bets.
The bigger the fortunes, the larger the ties.
And the better funded the arts and executive wellness programs become. Exactly. The system works, it's organized, profitable, and self-sustaining. The existential dread is just, raw material for the budget. Hashtag outro.
So when you boil it all down, what is SPOODBLORT, it feels like?
No.
Like where corporate jargon, absurdist internet humor, and genuine cosmic horror all got forced into a blender, and the resulting sludge was somehow approved and regulated by an official government department.
I think that's fair. What really stands out, though, is the sheer effort they put into organizing and monetizing something that is, by its own definition, completely unpredictable. The data we have, the trillions in credits, the detailed tithe allocations, the ethics committee approval that proves the system is working, generating wealth, funding itself. Even while the rulebook explicitly says the outcomes don't make sense and might unravel your existence, that contradiction is the core of it. The paradox is the point.
Which leads us to one last kind of nagging thought, doesn't it? The source material, the participant handbook, it's very clear. Fighter stats, rankings, they're provided for entertainment only. Any link between those stats and how a fighter actually performs is purely coincidental.
Right. The system itself tells you explicitly, do not trust the numbers, don't try to predict this.
Okay, so if the game is rigged against predictability, if it's built on defying logic and physics, what does that mean for someone like Puggy, the one with 66 trillion violence credits? Are they just impossibly, astronomically lucky, the luckiest gambler in a universe designed to foil gamblers? Or did they figure something out? Did they find a loophole? Did they somehow manage to hack chaos theory itself, turning the officially sanctioned unpredictable violence back into a predictable, profitable game?
That's the multi-trillion credit question, isn't it?
Something to think about, maybe, next time you're browsing the chaos marketplace.